And hello to you, this is Kieran back once again with tips, tools, resources, advice that you can use to smash your dating and your sexual goals. Today we are going through one of my Tinder chats and I'm going to show you what I said and why so that you can be ghosted less and dated more. Let's go. Her bio said, "Wine me, dine me, 69 me," so I referenced that in my opening message and said it looked like I was talking to an amateur poet. Now, if I've never said this before, let me say it now. Women are actually people, not just hot bodies for you to use to fulfill your sick pleasures. This means that they take kindly to having guys actually treat them as such by talking about them and not just how hot they are. Take a look at the woman's profile, work out what motivates her and message accordingly. You'll get a much more of a great response that way. Anyway, she says,
"I'm not actually a poet, but I am a writer."
Which meant I was pretty damn close with my evaluation. She was someone who loved playing around with words. I then said, maybe you and I might have a lot in common. Now, she liked that comment, but here's something I want you to pay attention to. I didn't say,
"OMG, I'm a writer too. This is so awesome. I'd love to read your stuff,"
because that would have lowered my value and made me seem like a kiss ass. Instead, I dangled a carrot by saying we might have a lot in common. She loved the sound of that and asked if I'm from the UK, so I said yes and mentioned that I have a thing for spiritual and intelligent women who love to have deep conversations and their butts squeezed, which she loved. Now, her profile and pictures indirectly revealed her to be all of the above, which is part of why I said it. Another reason is that I thought she was awesome and on some level wanted her to know. Really and truly, if she wasn't into me, this message could have lost me a bit of value and attraction. It wasn't a terrible thing to say, but it wasn't as optimal as it could have been. Anyway, I asked if she knew anyone who matched the above criteria, and she double posted by saying,
"I bet your accent is delicious."
And that maybe she does know someone, referring to herself. She was showing major signs of attraction here, by the way, telling me I must have a cute accent and semi-qualifying herself to be everything I'm looking for in a woman are both massively good signs. I said maybe she should find out, referring to my accent, and she really liked that comment. At this point, I realised that there was enough of a vibe built up to go for a meetup, so I invited her out in as creative a way as I could think of at the time by saying, me plus you plus my accent equals spiritual writer talk tomorrow. She said she'd like to give it a try, so I said let's meet at midday, and she said,
"Tomorrow I can't. Unfortunately, I'm not free."
Which in one way was good because, as I'm sure you know, girls often just leave you on red if you ask them to do something they can't for whatever reason. A lot of the time it won't even be that they're not interested either. Sometimes they'll just be too scared to upset you. Anyway, I said I appreciated the honesty, which she liked, and I then said I could do Monday or Wednesday. I said that because something that tends to happen in these situations is that when a girl says she can't make a date, the guy starts bending over backwards to find any day she'll be able to meet him and massively lowers his value and her interest in him because of it. By giving her two options to choose from, I'm subtly implying that I have other things to do, I'm not going to chase her around like a lust-crazed lapdog, and that she won't be able to meet me if she can't make one of those days. She says,
"Yeah, sure,"
and suggests that we meet at the sunset, so I asked for her contact details. She sent her WhatsApp, and then I hit her up there with a voice note. She then said,
"OMG, that accent is beautiful,"
which was exactly my intention. She mentioned that she thought English accents were sexy, so I made a point of smacking her in the face with my sexy voice. Now, just so we are clear, voice notes are a great way of helping a girl to get a better feel for you as a person. Only 7% of your communication comes from your words, 38% comes from your vocal tone, and 55% comes from your body language. This means that by sending a girl a voice note, you're giving her 45% of the full experience of you rather than just the 7% she gets from a text. This means you don't have to be perfectly witty with a voice note as with text, because the vibe carried by your tone of voice can more than make up for how particularly unfunny your actual words might be. Finally, we've all been ghosted by girls before, and a lot of the time it's because we've sent a message which inadvertently offended them. You have to remember that the girl you're messaging doesn't trust you in the least and is most likely looking for red flags. When we send messages which could be taken in either a positive or a negative light, they will usually take the worst possible interpretation and treat you accordingly. Voice notes sidestep that problem because it's much harder to misinterpret someone's voice than their written words. And there you go, that is it for today. Ta-ta, thank you very much and goodbye. If you like this video, comment this video, subscribe to the channel, slam that notification bell for future updates, and have yourself a good day.